Welcome to this video where we dive into Ghana's journey towards realizing the Sustainable Development Goals. Our focus today, Goal 2. We'll be delving into the insights presented in Ghana's 2022 Voluntary National Review Report. This comprehensive document builds upon the maiden review of the Sustainable Development Goals in 2019 and evaluates the progress made across all 17 goals, featuring a detailed examination of 102 indicators. So for Goal 2, the report sheds light on key indicators, namely 2.1.2, 2.2.1, 2.2.2, 2.2.3 and 2.8.1. Now, I know these may sound technical at first, but I recommend checking out my previous videos on SDGs. They provide a solid foundation for understanding the terminology and concepts we'll be exploring in this video. Let's kickstart by examining indicator 2.1.2. In 2017, about 49.5% of the population in Ghana experienced moderate to severe food insecurity. That means they didn't have enough food to eat and struggled to meet their basic needs. Fast forward to June and September 2020 during the COVID-19 pandemic, and we see progress. The percentage of people facing food insecurity dropped to 47.7% and then further to 47%. That's a step in the right direction. While the overall food insecurity numbers went down, the percentage of people experiencing severe food insecurity actually increased during the pandemic. It went from 8% in 2017 to 9.5% in June 2020, but it dropped to 6.2% by September 2020. Here's an interesting fact. Food insecurity is more common in rural areas than in urban areas. This means that people living in the countryside or villages face greater challenges when it comes to having enough food. But despite these challenges, Ghana's agricultural sector had some remarkable achievements in 2020, even amid the COVID-19 pandemic. The agricultural sector grew by 7.4%, surpassing the target of 6% set in the country's medium-term plan. How did it do it? Well, Ghana focused on boosting the production of major staple crops, investing in aquaculture, implementing effective fishery management, and improving extension services. These efforts helped farmers and fishers increase their productivity and resilience. However, it's important to acknowledge the obstacles that Ghana faced. Factors like flooding, illegal mining, bushfires, poor road networks, price variations, and conflicts with nomadic farmers had a negative impact on agricultural production. In a rapid assessment on the cost of food production, critical findings were uncovered. The escalating expenses associated with inputs, exacerbated by the far-reaching impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic, pose a significant threat to the productivity of both poultry and crop farmers. Specifically, the cost of feed for poultry productions has nearly doubled in the aftermath of the pandemic. This challenge is compounded by the constrained ability to import day-old chicks from overseas, particularly during periods of restrictions. For crop farmers, the scenario is no less challenging. The expenses related to inputs have more than doubled since the pandemic hit. Various fertilizer brands in particular have experienced substantial price hikes, exposing farmers to the risk of using substandard products. This situation not only affects their livelihoods, but also raises concerns about potential consequences on food and nutrition security. Moving on to indicator 2.2.1. Picture this. In 2011, a staggering 22.7% of children under 5 years of age suffered from stunting, but hope was on the horizon. By 2014, the numbers declined to to 18.8%, and the progress didn't stop there. In 2017, the prevalence of stunting further dropped to a remarkable 17.5%. However, the story doesn't end there. Brace yourselves for the regional roller coaster ride. From the northern region, where stunting was alarmingly high at 28.8%, to the Greater Accra region, where it stood at a comparatively lower 12.6%. Regional variations played a significant role in this gripping tale. But that's not all. Prepare for a surprising twist. Stunting proved to be more prevalent in rural areas compared to the urban areas, and boys were more affected than girls. The battle against stunting knows no bounds, and it's time to take action. The plot thickens as the contributing factors behind this heart-wrenching issue are uncovered. Here's where the story takes a compelling turn. The low rate of exclusive breastfeeding among children under 6 months of age, plummeting from 45.7% in 2011 to 42.9% in 2017, left a significant impact on child nutrition. But it doesn't stop there. Inadequate infant and child feeding practices played their part in the high prevalence of stunting. The stage is set for change, and it's time to rewrite the narrative. Highlighting the promotion of nutritious food to combat malnutrition, the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, in collaboration with the World Food Programme and local partners in Ghana, spearheaded initiatives to enhance access to specialized nutrient foods. These efforts were targeted at vulnerable groups, including pregnant and lactating women, adolescent girls, and children aged 6 to 23 months in 9 districts marked by high levels of stunting and food insecurity. For pregnant and breastfeeding women, Mezoya, a locally produced fortified corn soya blend, was distributed along with fortified vegetable oil and iodized salt. Alternatively, some received Mezoya along with cash in lieu of the fortified oil and salt. The children's meal basket featured Grownut or Cocoa Plus, both micronutrient food supplements in the form of small quantity lipid-based nutrient supplements. Adolescent females were provided with options, receiving either Mezoya and cash or Mezoya along with a value voucher for food and sanitary supplies equivalent to the cash amount. These interventions have steered the participating districts toward achieving the national objective of reducing stunting prevalence to 12.17% by 2025. Notably, the incidence of stunting has seen a consistent decline in the targeted areas, decreasing from 29.4% in 2017 to 18.8% in 2019. Now let's turn our attention to indicator 2.2.2. Since 2011, there has been a steady decline, with the percentage dropping from 2.6 to an encouraging 1.4 in 2017. Now shifting our focus to underweight children, the scenario has also seen changes. From 13.4% in 2011, we observed a decrease to 11% in 2014. However, it's noteworthy that the numbers saw a slight uptick, reaching 12.6% in 2017. Let's not forget about wasting. In 2011, wasting was at 6.2%, and we experienced a positive drop to 4.7% in 2014. But interestingly, it saw an increase, reaching 6.8% in 2017. These statistics highlight the dynamic nature of childhood health trends. Up next is indicator 2.2.3. Between 2019 and 2021, the prevalence of anemia among school-going children witnessed a phenomenal 10 percentage point improvement. But how was the transformation possible? Brace yourselves for the remarkable interventions that made a significant impact, particularly among girls of school-going age. Enter the heroes of the story, the Girls Iron and Folic Acid Tablet Supplementation Program and the Micronutrient Powder Initiative. These initiatives emerged as game changers, contributing to a remarkable 26% adjusted reduction in anemia prevalence between 2017 and 2018 in 60 schools across the northern and Volta regions. The power of these interventions cannot be overstated. By targeting the root causes of anemia and providing essential nutrients, they have paved the way for healthier, vibrant girls. Let's explore the groundbreaking GIFTS program and understand its significance. Launched in October 2017, the GIFTS program stands out as the first of its kind in the sub-Saharan region, with its initial implementation spanning 4 regions in Ghana: Brong-Ahafo, Northern, Upper East, and Volta. This innovative initiative is designed to elevate the hemoglobin levels of its beneficiaries. It achieves this through the provision of free weekly iron and folic acid supplementation for both in-school and out-of-school adolescent girls. Notably, the program goes beyond supplementation, incorporating health and nutrition education sections for both boys and girls to enhance their overall nutritional well-being. Beyond its immediate goals, the GIFTS program also plays a crucial role in reinforcing the existence of IFA supplementation program for pregnant women. The implementation of this program is a collaborative effort, with the Ghana Health Service and Ghana Education Service taking the lead. Technical and financial support comes from key partners including UNICEF, the United States Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the Korea International Cooperation Agency, and the Government of Canada. This multifaceted support underscores a comprehensive and collaborative approach taken to address nutritional challenges among adolescent girls and pregnant women in Ghana. Shifting gears to Indicator 2.8.1, a critical means of implementation. The government successfully achieved the targets outlined in the Malabo Declaration, ensuring that agricultural sector expenditure accounted for 10% of the total expenditure in both 2017 and 2018. However, a shift occurred in subsequent years, with the target not being met in 2019 and 2020. Examining the index of agriculture expenditure relative to its contribution to GDP provides insightful trends. In 2017 and 2018, the index stood at 0.48 and 0.49 respectively. However, a decline was observed in 2019 and further in 2020. This decline suggests a diminishing focus by the government on the agriculture sector in relation to its economic contribution. The implications of this trend are substantial. Adequate funding and investment are crucially needed to address pressing issues within the agriculture sector, such as land acquisition, irrigation, access to fertilizers and farm implements, as well as access to market and storage facilities. These challenges, if left unaddressed, contribute to post-harvest losses, highlighting the necessity for sustained financial support to fortify Ghana's agriculture sector and ensure the well-being of farmers and stakeholders across the entire value chain. Now let's delve into the profound impact of COVID-19 on hunger, food security, and nutrition. According to a comprehensive survey conducted by the Food and Agriculture Organization and the World Food Programme, the pandemic led to a reduction in farm sizes for various staple crops in Ghana. Notably, rice emerged as an exception, experiencing a significant surge of 54%, followed by yam 26%, tomato 9%, and soybean 7%. The notable increase in rice production can be attributed in part to the implementation of special financing incentives for rice millers, ensuring a continuous and robust production despite the challenges posed by the pandemic. However, the survey brought to light concerning trends, including a decrease in the average number of farm animals and disruptions in the timely delivery of input supplies. Equally concerning is the evident decline in credit to the agricultural sector, plummeting from 19.6 billion in 2019 to 1.5 billion in 2020 during the pandemic, further emphasizing the need for strategic interventions to support and revitalize the sector in the face of ongoing challenges. Let us explore the strides made in the recovery from the pandemic, with the government taking proactive measures. During the 3-week partial lockdown in 2020, a commendable effort unfolded as the government provided cooked meals to 2,744,723 vulnerable individuals. Collaborating with faith-based organizations, they extended support further by distributing uncooked food packages to 470,000 families. Specifically addressing the academic community, hot meals were arranged for 584,000 final year junior high school students and 146,000 staff of both public and private schools from August 24 to September 18, 2020, coinciding with their final exam. In a strategic move to bolster food security, the government instituted the National Food Security Committee in 2020. Embracing the digital era, e-platforms played a pivotal role in the recovery phase. Utilizing digital tools and ICT platforms, approximately 2,395 radio broadcasts and 8 television productions focused on extension-related messages and technologies, reaching an impressive 1.2 million farmers nationwide. The disseminated information covered a spectrum including crops, livestock, food processing, and marketing. These interventions yielded tangible results. The proportion of households unable to purchase at least one staple food decreased from 15.9% in June 2020 to 13.4% in September 2020. These outcomes underscore the effectiveness of government interventions in mitigating food insecurity challenges and fostering recovery in the aftermath of the pandemic. Now let's explore some innovative interventions aimed at accelerating the achievement of SDG 2. These strategic initiatives include the Planting for Food and Jobs program, the One Village, One Dam initiative, the District Warehousing Policy, and the Ghana School Feeding program. Each of these interventions played a crucial role in addressing various aspects of food security and agricultural development. As we assess the progress, it's essential to acknowledge emerging issues highlighted in the review. These include a marginal decrease in food insecurity, a notable increase in food inflation, a concerning low orientation by the government towards agriculture, a decline in farm animal production, and delay in the timely delivery of input supplies. These challenges underscore the need for continued attention and strategic interventions to ensure sustainable progress towards SDG 2. Concluding this video, we've delved into the status of crucial indicators for SDG 2, drawing insights from the Ghana 2022 Voluntary National Review. Stay tuned for the upcoming video exploring the status of Goal 3. Thank you for being part of this journey, and your continued engagement is highly valued.